This morning on Daybreak, we take a look at what efforts are being made to get young people to the polls.
And a law from 1851 is being called into play by Ripley Entertainment. We'll explain what that could mean.
Plus, we check in with Daniel Shedd, who is live out at the library, or actually he's at the E-Plex, but he's helping the library out, telling you how you can help out too. We'll have that story and more this morning on Daybreak.
Some pretty cool antique books he's going to tell us about that are for sale this morning.
Certainly.
So we'll get to that. But thanks for joining us. It is Wednesday, October 17th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
I'm Joe Morano. Middle of the week. A lot to get to, of course, in this hour. Let's start off, though, by getting that forecast first and checking in with Elisa Rafa today.
Good morning, guys. It is chilly out there this morning, but not as terribly cold as it was yesterday. We don't have any frost advisories or freeze warnings in effect this morning because we're a little bit farther away from that 32-degree mark, but we do have temperatures a little bit warmer than they were yesterday. Still chilly. 39 degrees in Springfield, 46 in Rolla, 39 in Mountain Grove, and 38 to start your morning in West Plains. Winds are calm because we still have high pressure overhead, so that's at least helping wind chills feel about what the temperatures are at. It doesn't feel any colder because of the winds out there this morning. Cold start, and then we've got green light conditions on the roads. Things are dry as we head through the afternoon and mostly sunny. Cold to start with temperatures in the upper 30s at the bus stop, and then by dismissal, 64 degrees. We'll have mostly sunny skies, warmer than yesterday, and a really nice full day. Then another frost advisory to the north and east tonight, where temperatures get a little bit chilly, nearing freezing, so there's some frost potential there. Details on that, plus a chance for showers in the 7-day, and I think you'll like the weekend forecast. We'll do all of that in 10 minutes.
Happening today, Governor Mike Parson is campaigning in support of a proposed 10-cent tax increase that's on the November 6th ballot. Parson is touring the state this week and will be speaking today at a rally in support of Prop D at Prime Trucking in North Springfield. That will happen around 8 a.m. If approved, the tax increase would pay for road and bridge repairs and fund the highway patrol. The tax would be implemented over a 4-year period. In a statement, the governor has said the state's infrastructure needs are long overdue and that action must be taken before a tragedy happens. He says this reinforces his support for the measure.
I don't feel like we can keep putting this off and putting it off and expect Missouri to move forward. And I think if you want to move Missouri forward and you want to do something with our highway systems, no matter where you live in this state, it's important.
Supporters of the tax increase say it would raise more than $400 million for road construction and maintenance and also bring in another $1 billion in federal matching funds.
Moving to election coverage now, young people don't vote as much as their older counterparts. In fact, the average age of voters in Springfield is 68, so ad campaigns have begun targeting younger generations. Patrick Ponder is a Drury University young Democrat, and Chandler Hayes is a college Republican at OTC. Both say feeling like your vote doesn't count can be a factor for lower voting numbers among young citizens, but focusing on local and state elections can also change that.
These midterm elections that are coming up, these elections for our senators and our district representatives, they are direct elections, so each vote does count.
But if we get people to look inward, look at their communities, like Christian County or Ozark specifically, that's a level where one person can actually make a change, where 1 vote, 2 votes, 10 votes, 20 votes, 100 votes literally can affect the success and failure of a campaign.
Worth noting here on Election Day, November 6th, Uber and Lyft will offer free rides to the polls for voters.
And some new information this morning in the continuing legal battle between families of victims who died in the sunken duck boat accident on Table Rock Lake over the summer and the companies who operated that vehicle. CNN is now reporting Ripley Entertainment is invoking a law from 1851 to avoid responsibility in the accident. Federal court documents show the company asked a federal court to consolidate civil action against them and to rule they have little or no liability. Ripley says it plans on making settlements to families and survivors. CNN also reached out to Tia Coleman, who lost 9 family members in the accident. She says the filing is hurtful and insensitive. Coleman's lawyer says there have been no settlement offers and predicts the judge will dismiss that request.
Got a local spotlight this morning. More than 8 trailers full of books are up for grabs at this year's library book sale.
A great find for you bookworms out there, and of course all the proceeds benefit the Springfield Greene County Library. That's where we find our Daniel Shedd this morning live at the E-Plex. Daniel, what can people expect this year?
Well, Joe and Lauren, good morning. I can tell you that last night the Friends of the Library had a pre-sale for this event that's inside the E-Plex behind us, and I'm told that there were crowds extending well beyond these doors trying to get in and trying to get in on some of the earliest offers of those books. I have President of the Friends of the Library Club, Bill Castler, here with us now. What does this mean for the library? You guys have 2 of these a year, one in the fall, one in the spring. This helps the library out tremendously in these 2 book sales.
Absolutely, Daniel. Since about 1985, we have raised over $3 million through book sales. So that's resulted in many programs and such for the library. We bought them a mobile book mobile. We contributed $500,000 to the Schweitzer Brentwood renovation. And many other programs, free music, so a lot of programs and things that we've been able to contribute.
And obviously we'll get inside there at Daybreak in 10. This is a huge, tremendous effort that you guys have to do. You talk about you have to staff volunteers pretty much the entire year to get 8 trailers worth of books inside this place.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Just for the sale here, we have to have over 400 volunteers to contribute, and so it's an amazing effort. And we take the West E-Plex and within about 2 hours we'll transform it from bare floor to tables and fencing, and we start unloading books. And so it's a huge undertaking.
Cool. Bill Castler, we're going to have much more coming your way from the E-Plex this morning. The details on your screen right now, it's going to run from today through Sunday. Really cool deals on Saturday and Sunday, whether that's half off or a bag of books for as low as $1. This is a sale you're going to want to get out to. Of course, all the proceeds help out the Springfield Greene County Library. Joe and Lauren will get inside for Daybreak in 10, show you some of those books. Also, an interesting thing they're doing this year about a silent auction, some rare first edition printing books like Where the Red Fern Grows, even Mein Kampf. We're going to dig into those coming up on Daybreak in 10.